Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my Floramancer world. Hello. It's been a little while, hasn't it? Hi, Falkendov. Nice to see you. So, what have y'all been up to? I haven't streamed since, like, what, Monday? I'm doing pretty good. I have done a little bit of playing in this world, and by a little bit, I mean a lot. But we're still not able to keep up with our buffer, as you can see, so I am using more mana than what will stay in the battery for the most part. I have done a few things to try to mitigate that and try to actually remain more mana positive. And so we'll go around the very beginning here and I will show you the things that I've done to try and do that. First one over here is I have turned on all 6 of my Gourmarillas and I've changed out some of the food types. So if you remember correctly, when we started out, this was steak and potatoes and this was chicken and melon. So I have a few of them that are, these are all still steak and potatoes, but I have a few over here that are now carrots and melon because we have just so many carrots. So I figured we'll switch some of these out. I'm having difficulty having enough chicken right now, so I just would remove some of that. So now they're at least running all of the time for the most part. I mean, when we run out of steak, these are shutting off, but... So these are running for the most part, producing small amounts of mana. So that's going to be a help. 2 more flowers running at this time. Then... I bred a few more sheep and tried to make sure I had the right colors because we were running out of wool of certain colors and I think we're out at the moment too. Which one are you? Yeah, white. I need to get some more white buffered up. I believe I used quite a bit of it making string to make mana weave cloth. If you recall, we were doing that in order to do the Cocoon of Caprice. So I need to get some more white sheep bred. But I did run this for a while. It looks like our yeah, it looks like this guy's running. I made a change in here. I went caving and I found some 9 carts that had, you see there's enchanted soil here. I have 2 overgrowth seeds. You need 2. 1 for the random carpus to know what to place on, and then 1 for the actual flower. An overgrowth seed, according to the book. Let me make sure I read correctly. Flowers that are rooted on this enchanted soil will function at double the normal speed. Okay? So it's working faster. Now, it can't work quite as fast as I'd like, since this is the Entropinium and we're gated by flint into gunpowder, and then I also have the slower mana spreader here. But I'm hoping that it's still running a little bit faster, like it's able to dump its mana a little bit faster. We'll see. I would like to continue finding overgrowth seeds for all of my flowers that are just 1 flower. So the Spectralus up there, and the Munchdew over here, and the Shulk-Me-Not when I eventually have that running. Yeah. It would be nice to boost these, but I would need a lot. I would need 13 overgrowth seeds to get this working. So that's kind of on hold. We're really low on wheat, and I may actually go just plant a giant batch of it out up in the, you know, above the ground here, underground, and then just go harvest it because we're burning through it. We're breeding cows, we're making cake, we're flying through the wheat, and I would need to make a lot larger wheat farm. Yeah, we have a stack, so that's a challenge. Alright, so what else have I done as far as increasing mana production? Over here, I have expanded the thermalilies. So if you remember, we had 8 and now we have 12. And this one is actually one I could make a lot larger since I'm not having to create the resource. The lava is infinite, so I could work to try to make a gigantic thermalily setup. It hasn't quite gotten caught up with placing all the thermalilies on a schedule. As you can see, there's a dead bush back there. It just hasn't, you know, cycled to even out to the timer. Still having buckets problems? Yes. Not as bad, and I will show you why in just a minute. But this guy's doing fine now and producing a little bit more mana, so that's good, right? That's all I've done as far as increasing mana, I think. This is the same, this is the same. This one's the same. That's all of the flowers, right? I keep thinking there's more of them. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, the Rosa Arcana we don't have running right now. The Narsalimus is kind of really passive, and it hasn't even made one mana pool yet, so who knows when that'll happen. Yeah, so then down here in the 3x3 crafting, I don't remember if I mentioned this last time or not, but since cakes were one of our problems with buckets flying, milk buckets everywhere and losing wheat and eggs and sugar and all that stuff, I've actually put in a supply check. So it's just this block goes up and down. Right here, it's piston. And it's based on this AND gate. And it's just checking if we have everything. And if it's got enough, the piston will push the block up. And if there's not enough supplies, it'll pull it down so it won't actually try crafting. So that has prevented the bucket problems here. So that's fixed. Yay. I haven't done what I need to do over here with supply checks. If you remember correctly, this side has this bottom layer for supply checks. I am experiencing a problem right here where this guy is not being detected until I pick up a stone. I've had to do that every time I log in, and I believe it's because it's on a chunk boundary. I believe that's the main problem. So what I want to do is just move it over here, and I haven't yet. So I will just take this one down, move it over here, and I should not have that problem anymore. So that's got to get done. I suppose I could move it now. All I have to do is pick up what's here and move it over here. Alright. Alright. And then it will go here. How far should it go? I'm gonna need to probably get some more living rock if I want to make it look like all the others, you know, with the living rock up here. I have stone to be able to do it with stone for now. Alright. And then do that. And why are you still lit? Oh. There we go. All right, so that's moved over, so we're all set for that. It blinked a couple of times. Do I need to reset this? Is it ticking? It appears that it is not, is it? All right, so it doesn't look like it's ticking. It's only a 2-minute timer, so that should have been ticking by now. So let's go pulse this. I don't have a... There we go. Is it doing anything now? That appears to be ticking now. Yeah, I think it pulsed twice too. But that is definitely working now. So we have that running for our earth runes. And like I said, that was the only one that I was having the problem where it was likely a chunk boundary issue. All the others appear to be doing okay. And the other thing that I've done, which has taken the most amount of time and a lot of resources, excuse me, oh boy, the amount of resources. So, first, I set up Hopper Hawks and Running Carpus here, because I kept saying that I wanted them. I know we're really late in the game now, but I have it set so it makes 5. That's good enough for me. Alright. So they're set up the same way as all the others up here. Nothing is different about them. Okay. And then, let's see here. Up here, I've done the supply checks for all of the sides. So I just kind of dug out the areas so we can actually see them. This is the one I started with, and this is the other one I've already had done. So these have been done. And then I came over here and I did this side. So there's 3 of these done. We will have 1 more to do. When we do the Dandelion, we'll need to dig out this section over here and do the supply check for the Dandelion. But all the others are set up here and they're running. So that's good. And the same with this side. Got these 3 set up. This is the Shulk Minot, and then these 2 are the Running Carpus and the Hopper Hawk. I need to add sparks to this yet. That's the one part I haven't done. And then the seeds and water buckets. So this one's not complete yet, but it will be. So we'll get the seeds and water buckets and connect it to this line. And this is the line that controls the vertical and gate that I have here. So yeah, there is that. Mostly done. But this has taken a ton of resources and time. But it's something that was needed. It was definitely needed. As far as buckets is concerned, count bucket. We have 53. I think our biggest problem with losing buckets, besides the fact that like the cake was overflowing and so buckets of milk were just despawning, and when this was filling up they were despawning, you know, that sort of thing, you know, has been mostly taken care of. But the other problem I think existed up here. And up here is where we're getting milk from the cows. I think what was happening was that it was dropping a bunch of buckets, and the drum of the gathering that's up here that creates the milk wasn't pulsing enough to make enough milk buckets, okay? So it's out of wheat right now. I'm not going to restart it because we're so low on wheat, so we don't have that. So all I did was I added a redstone block here on the open crate so that any hopper hawks in the area don't pick up the items for 10 seconds. That gives the drum of the gathering enough time to create some milk buckets. And then I just placed another chest with a hopper hawk on it with an empty bucket. So if there's any left, it'll pick them up. So that has helped immensely with making sure that I've got everything not despawning. So there's that. I still haven't decorated some of these areas that I've had forever. I still haven't just gotten rid of the stone, or I haven't even finished over here. It's just, that's just kind of the way it is. The way it is. Oh good, we do have 12 stacks. We still don't really have a lot of gold because this is an AFK farm and I have not AFK up there. I only created it because I knew if I needed it I would be able to go AFK. The sheep have been slowly escaping from their pens. As you can see, we've got a couple here. So I just put a fence in because they kept wandering this way, and of course they wouldn't get sheared then. So now they're within their area to get sheared and picked up. So yeah. I believe that is... No, I did a 3 stacks worth of torches in lighting up caves in the area. I have a lot more to light up, but all of that is to try and improve the slime chunk spawner. So I do have that going as well. Just like I said, I don't know if I'm going to continue playing until I've reached the amount of mana needed. But yeah, so I'm just trying to increase the output of this slime farm. The only way to do that is to light up all of the caves, all the dark spaces in the area, so that the only hostiles that can spawn within that range are the slimes. I have not gone to above ground and covered that yet because I still have so much underground. And over here is still doing fine. We're still building up chorus fruit and pumpkins, so there's that. I still need to finish decorating everywhere. That's our goal tonight, is to do some base building and just, you know, making sure our world continues to function. Yeah. Can also dig everything above it to increase the rate. You mean above the slime farm? I'm actually not sure. I'm not sure I can. What's up here? Actually, it might be possible. I don't have anything here. So sky access would make this work faster. Well, that's a lot. That's a decent chunk right here that would just be digging out, but that is good to know. Let me jot that down. Where is my notebook for this project? Alright, wrote that down. Slime access for the sky access for the slime farm. Good to know, because yeah, like I said, it doesn't look like now that we've flown up here that I have anything that will really get in the way other than this line, which we could just leave there. Going over to this corner. Yeah, really, we should be good to go. I don't know if I want to use a mana blaster being this close to some of my other stuff. If I use the Terra Shatterer, it shouldn't be it shouldn't take too much time. I will have to deal with that water up there, but that's, again, something I'll just have to deal with. So that's a thought, and it's something I would do on my own, not on stream, because that doesn't sound exciting. A beacon, definitely. Well, you know, my Terra Shatterer is pretty close to insta-break. I mean, it's only a B rank, but it goes pretty fast. So things we have on here. Light up the cave, still doing that. Beacon, we still haven't done. Narslimus is done. Gormer's Hall is not done. Mob Farm is not done. Shulk Me Not is not done. Creeper Spawner, we still haven't found one, and I haven't built a vanilla one. Dandelion needs to be done. Nether Portal Hall, more rods. Functional Flower Creation, that's the Hopper Hawks and Ren and Carpus. Bolt Corporeal Surprise probably never get done, and the Pumpkin Farm is done. Is the Mob Farm an all mobs one? No. I don't currently have zombies. I should get zombies. It does not have creepers, and it's my spawners over here. Up there. Hello. Hi. Dang it, you knocked that off, didn't you? You did. Uh-huh. And they're not dying because this guy doesn't have... There we go. Why was I poisoned? Did he have a poison arrow? Yeah, he's out of mana, so... Yeah. But we're gonna pick you up. Put you back on there. That's something I need to work on too, and I have it on the to-do list. We need mana transfer. I have some janky mana to it, but it's not a lot. I can take that down. We have a skeleton spawner in there now, and I can try... Whoop. Zombies. There, maybe. Been playing again. Started some mana gen. Haha. So yeah. Alright, so what I want to start on first as far as building and trying to complete some things is I would like to do this little hallway here, figure out what the ceiling is going to be like, and get this hallway with the ceiling to match that one. Probably just swap the floors out for living rock because it doesn't have to be very fancy. I will want to go this way a bit further. I'm trying to figure out what other things I'm going to need to craft. We're pretty close to the end of the game. So the things that I need to do yet is the Ender Air bottles, automating the spawner thing here so I don't have to AFK, digging out the giant space on the other side of the arena for the Dandelion. I'd like to set up a Lunium, and I might as well just set it up inside here. So that we'll be down here in this space as well. I need to kill the Gaia a few hundred more times. I would like to get all the relics, and I just haven't taken the time to kill him. Or it. So what should we do for this ceiling? I think it should be simple because this room is looking pretty schnazzy. As you see, I took out all the red cave crystal and just swapped it for smooth stone. It looks a little dark right there. We'll have to do something about lighting. So there's that. Hi, 4 ounce! Woohoo! Ceilings. So, I might carry on the theme that we did for here down the halls. So we could do the yellow petal blocks and the purple stone, metamorphic stone, with the living rock. Are we making sure to stay on top of these? Yep. Okay. Alright. So let's fetch... I need to make sure if I need to turn my metamorphic flower back on. The mountain stone is the stuff that we're using for runes, and then the purple we're actually out of. So let's turn you on, turn you off, and we'll generate some more. Alright. See if I have any purple up here. I have 12. Wait, that's the wrong one. I have a stack and some. Anvils don't incur damage until they fall more than 1 block. Yeah. And yellow. Let's do 4 stacks. Mystical yellow petals. And let's do this. Alright, so that'll give me 28. Yeah, I didn't like the crushing mechanic. I tried it in creative, and I'm like, it's clever. I just didn't like the how to automate it. I don't want here. I want stack of living rock. All right, so let's start with what we got here. And if this is the outer hall, what I might want to do is do that. I thought I heard a slime. I have several slime chunks in the area, which are probably hindering the one slime chunk I need running. But, yeah. Okay, so there's not the same one here, and there probably should be. Do I have any stairs? So I can do that. And I think I'll make some. We'll use living rock. We'll use stair variants. I need a couple of the chiseled. So let's do that. right? I need a couple of chisels. I need one chisel. Oh, but see, you'll be able to see it there. Will that be a bad thing? You think you should use 2 spectralists for the extra mana? The problem is I'm not producing enough wool to run one consistently, so having a second one is not intelligent right now. I would need to really increase my wool generation before I can do that. Yep, more sheeps is exactly what I would need to do. Just, I haven't. Why would I want to slow it down? Alright, so we have those blocks. Yes, the drum has a limit to how many animals it will shear. It can do 32 actions, I believe, each time. So, yep. Figure out what I'm going to put back there. And then if we did that... So I'll put probably living rock brick back there. So I need to get some more living rock to do that. But if we do the same on this side, I think that'll work for the ceiling. And then we just have to do these walls. But at least we'll have the ceilings done. We need to get some light up there, I think, too. You only had 4 sheep. Well, I'm also using wool for other things, 4 ounce, because I'm using wool to create string, and I'm using wool for carpet, and I'm using wool for rune creation. See, you're doing one thing at a time, whereas I've got everything running. So, yeah. Don't give you sass. You ain't doing it the same way. Yeah, so I'm just incurring issues. So, I need to get some glowstone. We can put that up there, and that'll help mimic this area as well. What do we got? We got none, but how are we for glowstone dust? Okay, so if I did glowstone dust, maybe 2 wool farms. Yeah. Yep. And then do a stack of living rock. And we'll make some slabs. And we'll do some brick. Okay, and the bricks we'll tuck behind here. We're not playing 1.14. So while that would be helpful in 1.14, this is not 1.14 vanilla. Quark adds the same feature. Well, that's nice to know. To be honest, I'd really like to just get the Shulk Me Not made, because that produces a bunch of mana. And the Dandelion I intend to be what runs my spawners. Ooh. No, dispensers did not shear before. Nope. Darn it. I need to just stilts my way up there. I need to stop flying so much. Save the mana! Wool farms were not automatic, 4 ounce. You pretty much, like, the easiest way they did it was you hopped in a minecart with your shears and rode up and down the lanes. Yep, or you stand there and they walked around. Yeah. Yep. Okay. 1 here, 1 here. 1 there, and then we'll do glowstone and something right there. Probably more purple. Do we have... Darn it. Alright. Yes, AFK wool farms did work in vanilla, but they had dispensers that threw shears at you while you stood there, and then they had auto clickers for you to click them. Yeah, so it's yep. All right. I just boosted the Thermalily output, so we'll see how we do for that. That's a decent low tier 1, and like I said, I don't have to generate the resources, so it's pretty cheap to run. In your pack, the Vanilla Expert that you're playing? Yeah, the last time I AFK though, Fokendov, I had a lot of problems. It's where I lost a lot of buckets and disaster happened, so I'm kind of cautious about AFK now. Simply because it makes me nervous. Oh, one you're making. Gotcha. Gotcha. There we go. That's what I did down there, right? Yes. And then this here. Here and here with glowstone in those spots. Yay! Woo! I'm pretty happy when I get a building project done. Okay, so we need to do this little tiny bit right here, but that's the ceiling. These bits here, I don't know. And I would like to cover up the cave here and actually just make it dressed up and look nice. Yeah. I really would. Okay. So the distance to this is a bit far in order to like have a peek into the works. So we are gonna have to put something in these little spots. I think I'm going to put brick here and here. There. That's really what should be right here, but then it'll look kind of odd, I think. So we need to make a couple of stairs. That's like sort of okay. Alright, so then we'll do the same thing down this way, but I should probably figure out where the purple supports are gonna go. If I want to do them every 3, did I do? No, that's not 3, that's 5. I did them every 5. So it would be here. See, that wouldn't quite work. But we could do it there and have 2. Or we'd have to do something different, which is okay as well. Well, let's put 1 here for sure, just so we can mimic the other side. And I know this is tucked in versus sticking out there, but I don't think do I want it right there? No, first, no, sure. And then I have the chiseled, which will go here and there. Alright. And then that went straight up, right? It did! Woohoo! That's looking pretty decent. Alright. I still don't know, though, what I'm going to do down here. One, I don't have enough purple blocks, and this is not like it's a common one in this area. I've got a whopping 5 more. Alright. But just thinking out loud, of course. we did it every 3. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and then one would be here, wouldn't it? All right. That's doable. Actually think if we did that and that. We'll figure out this top section, but I'm thinking we just closed it off. Do the same here. I really don't know. I'm just trying to be creative here. Since, yeah. Sure. All right. Then these. Has anyone gone to see the Men in Black International yet? I'm mildly interested. I didn't like 2 or 3, so I'm more of a I'll sit and wait on the fence until someone else says it was good, or if it does really poorly in the box office, I won't go either. Yeah, so this will take a while to get the purple that we need to do the ribs. I'm gonna need more yellow as well, but let's go up here. Yeah. And then this is actually set back, isn't it? To, ooh. That doesn't seem right. It is right to an extent. But, okay. The difference between this one and that one is actually that. We need to it does this. Right? No. Then this comes off. Where did the pedal block go? Pedal block goes... there? That's not right. Why can't I copy? Why is my head not working? Woo! Thank you for the Pride tweets. Mega Pride cheer, thank you. Get the gifts. All the gifts. One, two, three. Woohoo! Bingo. This is gonna have to be different because this is 3 wide and this is 5. That's why it's looking silly. That's why I'm like, I don't know why this isn't working. Now I know. That'll work. All right. I'm out of that, but I have this. And then we'll put that one there, and we need to do the stairs and slabs here. And more purple when I have it. Woo! Yeah. Alright. Now that we've got that figured out, I need more supplies. Yay! Okay. So we need more petal blocks, purple, which we don't have, so we might have to just leave it as stone for wherever purple is needed. And living rock. We can do all that from here. Stack of living rock, and then 9. Let's not do 9. Let's do woohoo. Okay. Woo. And this first. I'm trying to figure out what was killing them over there, because we're not, like, near any sunshine. Dang it. Uh-oh. Problem. Uh-huh. Problem happening right now. I'm out of space in my inventory. Stop. Okay, let's fix that. Let's get this stuff put where we need it to be used. Go in there. I wonder what caused this. Not really sure. Not at all. What in the world caused it? Oops. And thus why I do not try to AFK in my world. Alright, let's clear you again. And we'll pick you up. And see what happens. Well, that looks correct. Is it all inside a chunk? Good question. No. But whatever. Temporarily fixed. You have to AFK. That may be causing some of the problems. You are correct. Lots of sand. Let's make sure we don't have a bucket problem just because I'm down here. Those are all working. Looks good. Okay. Is our cake still working? Yes, and it's running great. Okay. Yep. Get that down here. Alright, so it is time to feed the cats. So I'm going to take my quick 5-minute break and then we'll be back. So don't go anywhere, folks. Be right back.